Just know that everything behind me soon to pass away. Ballin' on our own island, no castaway. I was trying to learn the craft, I can't masquerade. Every time we make magic, yeah, gotta have the cake. They say the flowers in May, spring from the showers in April. Burning sage by the pound, all of our crystals is labeled. Try to line your read with meditation, you able. And you might get a read, tarot cards on the table. And she better have an altar in her living room. Barely ever lighting candles cause she in the mood. Not to mention love spells she was sending through. Jump a tissing too old soon if you feeling blue. It feels strange to find a guide on a voyage. No, you ain't the same, I can feel it in your aura. Came on point like the horns of a Taurus. Say you won't change, better take that thing to oil. Have to think the constellations for the day they made you. Shit, ever since a minor, I've been playing major. Call me Private Ryan, I was trying to save you. See the stars is all the line and they designing greatness. So I be racing when we only chasing soul ties. You finna be the centerpiece of my soul tribe. No twin flame soulmates from an old life. So I'm thinking Maurice and you know why.
That girl blind, that girl blind. You don't wanna feel a black girl, right? You don't wanna make a black girl mine, but they always want with the black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happened, this black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happened, this black girl. And she gotta have an altar in the living room. Really living like candles cause she ate a moon. Not to mention love spells she was sending through. Jump tissing to her soon if you feeling blue.
They say the flowers in May, spring from the showers in April. Burning sage by the pound, all of our crystals is labeled. Try to line your read with meditation, you able. And you might get a read, tarot cards on the table.
That girl blind, that girl blind. You don't wanna feel a black girl, right? You don't wanna make a black girl mine, but they always want with the black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happened, this black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happens, this black girl.
Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light your street up like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. My nigga never leave a mission unfinished. Record still spotless, little nigga unblemished. You can feel the tension change every time they mention me. That song game, run his name, it's still squeaky clinky history. Put him out his brains and his misery. Seriously, here he switching teams, wipe his memory. Instantly, on replay, I see it vividly. In the streets, they bumping your guns, now you looking weak. Got in his face for the fade and he couldn't speak, cooking him. Heard his own mama couldn't look at him. Left him on his knees, facing east like a Muslim. Destroy a nigga temple, break it down like Jerusalem. I'm finna have the streets on key and a padlock. And I got a lawyer like Madlock. I can never fold, I'm no laptop. You ain't never in the game, you a mascot. Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light up your street like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. I swear to God, they ain't never seen this much sauce. Finna cut a rug like a bus off. Pray to God that my jam don't get cut off. I'ma do the dance in the trance, let me get off. I'm at the center of two ladies playing pickle. You can call me Malcolm, I'm the man in the middle. Catch me on stage pulling strings like a fiddle. Chevy chasing cheese like my name's Stuart Little. She like a rough, I push her brains in the pillow. Ask her if she rolling and she hand me the Rilla. So I'm twisting up this raspberry drizzle. And every single puff like a bag full of Skittles. And you gon' think they pulling chairs when I hit the flow. Right behind her pulling hair while she hit the dro. I got that 40 on my hip while she getting low. And I think she getting wet when she feel the cold. Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light your street up like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish.
Yo, power to the dark side family. Power to the dark side. Special praise to the most beautiful goddess of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, Stemia, whose image is the most beautiful. Whoopi Goldberg. Shout out to both debaters. We had a debate tonight, people. We had a debate tonight. And we definitely look like we got both debaters in the building. Hopefully they get a chance. I think I seen T Duck try to come up. Yeah. So before I even get going, man, let me shout out everybody in the building. Shout out to Jasmine in the building. Definitely appreciate you. Hood Therapy in the building. Peace, peace. Amari Sweets. Power to the dark side. New Era King is on the panel. Shout out to you. Free Spirit in the building. We got Scheme. Shout out to Melvin. Domo the political plug. Power to the dark side, Mongo Slade. So we got shout out to Akmalak, Juju in the building, Holly in the building.
Mommy in the building. Hey.
For real. Anyway, shout out. Oh, my fault, Lance. Let me let you on this one. What these names? Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, man, shout out to everybody. T Duck, we had Lance in tonight. It was a great debate. Lance edged it out. Um, so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna mute out and get out y'all way, man. I know y'all got a lot to say.
Man, that was bogus as hell. I mean, congratulations, Lance, but you didn't send me a premise. We got a judge I'm talking about the 1600s. And I stated, you could look at my slides when you review it. It say the 16th to the 18th century. Anybody with any common sense could Google what does the 16th century consist of. It tells you 1501 to 1600. It's just like, man, you got to be qualified to deal with the topics I be talking about. And the whole thing is, bro was on 1800s the whole time in slavery.
Bro, listen.
They was a
When
world
did
power
capitalism?
before they even
When was
had-
capitalism
Listen,
first?
this is all I'm gonna say. They was a world power before they even dwelled in slavery. The slave trade been going on since the 700s. They became a world power without even developing into getting into slavery. So the whole notion of capitalism was off the mercantilism and the ability to accumulate wealth off of taking things from other countries, making products, and forcing those countries to buy those products.
Bro, you fallacious about that though, because the English did
How?
not. Because the English bought products. They
The English
bought the
did not
They
bought
needed them. They
products.
needed the Asians to make. They needed the Indians to make the rugs, the Asians to make the linen and silk, sheets and shit. They needed them to make it. So why would they destroy
What
their
are you
industry?
talking about? They were taking their raw resources.
No, they wasn't, man. Show me that. All right, show me now.
Show you now?
Yeah,
I'm
show
on
me.
my phone right now.
So,
But yes,
come
we
on,
can look it
man.
up.
Man,
We
you
can look
making
it up.
up shit though, bro. That's what
I'm
point.
not.
Where
Look,
are
let
you
me try to
saying
get on.
in the 1800s? You're trying to imply in the
You keep going
1800s,
off the 1800s. Capitalism was in existence before the 1800s.
bro. When did they first start using the word capitalism?
1600. No, the 16th century. So like around the 1500s.
Nah, man.
The first form of capitalism was not even in England. It was in Dutch.
Exactly, and you.
So I
I'm
mean,
bring up my
the
history
whole
because I
point we
had
was
that
talking about the
earlier.
construction, not the
And we talking about
1800s, but
bro.
it's
Capitalism. Capitalism has evolved.
regardless of the fact of the matter, it
Ain't
was
no regardless. We talking about the construction. So from the very beginning, you tell
it
me
didn't
what is
have
the
nothing to
very
do with
beginning of
slavery.
You tell me what is the very beginning of capitalism?
It had nothing to do with slavery or cotton. It was the textiles. It was the textile companies. It was the
Okay, and
predecessor
what
to
was
the industrial
go ahead. How did they
revolution.
capitalize?
I told you, gold, silver, and robbing other nations of their natural resources, making laws to prevent them from trading with one another, making laws to prevent their own people from buying
Who is
imports.
doing this?
What's good, niggas? Let me chime in real
What's
quick.
up,
Who is
Domo
doing
man?
this, bro?
Yeah, cause I can't. I I
First
ain't.
off, Domo, wait, before you go on a tangent, can I just know one thing?
Yeah,
Doesn't the 16th century indicate the 1500s?
yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought. My bad. Go ahead, continue, sir.
yeah. This the thing though. I'm not necessarily sure. Like I agree with the points that T Duck is making, but I'm not necessarily sure I agree with the position. You feel me? I gave the debate to Lance as well, and to be honest, I ain't really think it was close. Not because T Duck didn't know what he was talking about, but because the question of the debate is kind of like that question of having a stake in is kind of vague. And I think the place where Lance drew the biggest distinction for me was when he showed in the definition that having a stake in could mean involvement. So if the definition of stake isn't just necessarily having an investment in, right? Because like typically when we think of a stake, we think of an investment. If you could look at the definition of stake and see the conversation and say just being involved in is also synonymous with having a stake in, then the question kind of shifts for me to is the debate about whether or not black people were involved in the creation of capitalism, and that argument is I think Lance was more convincing because like the thing I try to stay away from is like saying like this is what I would say, who I think is right or who I think is wrong. You feel me? Like it's like as like the judges, I think that just the thing that motherfuckers got to make sure of is like you can't really be injecting like what you know about the shit. You just got to go based off of what's said, and just going based off of what's said. Even outside of who I agree with, I think Lance did a better job of answering the question of the debate. Like this simply that question of stake and the involvement of black people in formulating like in even though it was purely oppressive, right?
But
It was purely exploitive, right?
Domo
Like
doing Domo, bruh.
No, he's correct. That's my
It's
point.
a it's
Their
a wait, hold up.
involvement was
It's a
very.
business debate. So we have to use the business reference to stake. You can't
What
use
do you
a
mean, bro? It was a
non-business
historical debate.
economical definition. A stake is a share or financial involvement in something.
but see that's why well and that's why I think a better term that you should have used for the title is investment. Where black people have an investment in the creation of slavery. Because then it's like, no, we wasn't invested. We were the investment. You know what I'm saying? Like when you using stake the way that you using it, because this is the thing. Like y'all, I appreciate that niggas is moving towards definitions, but y'all gotta understand that a debate isn't about regurgitating definitions. It's about applying concepts and making those and using those concepts as evidence for your argument. So it's not just about the definition, but like what's a better way to understand what we talking about, right? And so when you just saying this is just the definition, it leaves room for somebody to be like, well, the definition also says this. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to move away from what Merriam-Webster says that this is, and so this is
I agree.
nah, nah. It's a question of like when we talk about stake, we talking about an investment. So if you might as well say investment instead of stake because you
Right,
can't operate from the assumption that he's operating from the same definition of stake that you are.
right.
And to be for real, from his standpoint, I'm gonna want stake to be at because like if we looking at it like that, I'm saying I'm taking Land's position too. Even though I agree with what you're saying, T Duck, I'm taking Land's position because it's like you can't deny the involvement
No,
and
but that's said after. So it's not like it's involvement in the sense of you have a part of it. You have ownership. It's not saying involvement just, just I was at the company party.
No, I see what you're saying. I know, no,
That makes no sense.
I get what you're explaining now, but that needed to be more clear in the debate. You feel me?
Regardless, bro, it wouldn't have got picked up. It is
Nah,
what it is, though.
We talked about the debate, and you chose the word steak, bro.
well, nah, but that's what I'm saying. If you chose the word steak, you got to defend it. You feel me? You got to.
We had a whole nother title that kind of meant
Well,
the same thing. He set the phraseology for this debate, and I agree.
When I say, I mean, I use steak because I use steak. When I'm saying you have a type of ownership, like when I use steak, because I'm talking about investing. Like if I have a stake in McDonald's, that means I have a piece of McDonald's that I own.
T-Duck, it took everything in me not to prove that those Europeans that invested in slavery, that caused, that were significant people or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, that shit, Domo.
They were a world power.
These people were also black, bro.
And let me say this though. That's why I say Lance did, like, the weakness that Lance had last season. He didn't let that get.
I wanted to say it, so I had so much proof.
Bro, I was waiting for it. And the funny,
I wanted so bad to show your ass that the motherfucking Europeans was black,
bro. And I knew, and that's what I was listening for. I was listening to see, is he making his argument based on the fact that he's saying that black people were the Europeans and they owned slaves? And that's the direction I thought you was going in.
Bro. I wanted to win, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, cut and paste, no premise sent.
I ain't cut and paste nothing, nigga. I read that shit and I picked out what I wanted. You better go through my.
But hold on, T-Duck, bro. I'm saying though, like, the question, like the question of the debate, bro. It was multiple times throughout, especially your rebuttal, because like the premise is the premise. It is what it is. The rebuttal is the rebuttal and the rapid fire are the championship rounds. You feel me? In the rebuttal, I felt like Lance did, and I could tell, you know what I'm saying, Lance just wanted to stick to the capitalism shit. You feel me? Because it was light. You know what I'm saying? Like it was lightly covered. I think Lance's premise was stronger than his rebuttal. Because, you know what I'm saying, because he was really trying to stick to certain themes and not get detracted from that, which is good. But that's why I said, okay, he left the door open. You feel me? But then in the rebuttal, T-Duck, you were supposed to kind of create that distinction by, like, even in terms of involvement, like, you got to make the argument that you cannot call exploitation having a stake. You can't do that because these people were forced. Like, this was an act of war. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't say that part, but I said they were forced. They were a commodity.
Right, but see that you say, but that's my point though. That's the disconnect. You can't just say they were forced. You have to say these people could not have had a stake because they were forced. They were forced into this position. They were exploited into this position, which means that, like, there's no involved. That's like saying, I mean, I guess I don't want to. This is kind of a. No, I'm not going to use that example.
And you know what, bro? I would have said in my rebuttal to that, which I think I did, regardless of that the global, the America, North America, and Europe could not have achieved their global status without the involvement of the blacks. Period.
Right. No, and that's what you're supposed to say.
And they failed. They failed because when they tried to do it, they couldn't do it because they did not have free labor, bro. Free labor.
And I also proved the construction wasn't in the 1800s. It was prior to, and he agreed that capitalism was constructed prior to.
This is where the flaw is, though. This is where the flaw, and like how you know what I'm saying. This is where I just like, niggas just got to get better and stop making excuses, because you could have done a lot more to win this debate. Like, I can understand if you dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's and you lost, and then you were saying, you know, it is what it is. But bro, it was so much, like, even what you just saying, like what you explained, explaining that don't connect that to answering the question of the debate. So what? You explained it. You got to explain why it's important. So when you say they were forced, right? You have to say them being forced means that that involvement was coercion. Being coerced into something does not give you a stake into it. You just a moving piece. Hell, you're describing becoming the commerce. So even if you saying we involved with it, as soon as we're made the commodity that's being traded, we don't have a stake in it. We're just a part of it. We're a cog in it. They move us around to our detriment. We have no, you know what I'm saying? To like if we talking about the creation, we had no benefit. When he was making that evolution argument, you were supposed to say, yes, it does evolve. It evolves to make sure that it maintains the power structures that deny black people access to capital today.
Just rewatch it, bro. I
Bro, I
said that
watched.
shit.
No, you did. When he said, bro, when he said capitalism evolves, you didn't go, no, you didn't do nothing with that. You just let him keep saying it. You didn't say, yes, it evolves and it evolves to the detriment of black people, just like in its creation. You didn't say capitalism allows racism, white supremacy, colonization, and imperialism to continue its forms of domination and control, but not look like how it used to. You didn't talk about transnational
I
capitalism.
did. I said change it.
Bro,
I said it just it's the same thing. It just changes its pennies. I said you re-listen
bro,
to it and really listen to
listen,
what I'm
hold on,
saying.
T Duck. That's not an argument, bro. That's not an argument. You saying it's the same face, it just changed. You think somebody you think that what you just said, you think somebody's supposed to vote for that? You think somebody is seriously supposed to vote
All right, you
for
got a point. You got a point. Oh, it
like
could be me though. But the whole point is, dude, he tried to make it about the 1800s and slavery, and it's just like, dude, like
nah, bro. Like the thing is,
I feel where you coming
you
from.
didn't tell a compelling enough story about how black people are controlled, manipulated, you know what I'm saying, exploited and oppressed through capitalism, but don't have, which means that they can't have a stake in it.
Yeah, I feel you. I should have used that language. I didn't use the right language, but I
Not,
said
I mean, just
multiple
even,
times.
bro, even just I'm saying like connecting those dots, like it's like you were describing the impact of capitalism, but we know that. We know the impact of capitalism. We've had enough capitalism debates. The question is when we talk about how which I think was a, like, to be honest, between the two of y'all is a very interesting topic. Like the relationship that black people have in the formulation of capitalism. You know what I'm saying? And I think that where you should have put the question of having a stake in is it not just a question of involvement, but a question of benefit.
That's when I would have pulled out my black Europeans.
See, and that's where he would have fucked up. That's
And
when
I,
you would have had to. He would
and
have
that
got
would have been
distracted.
an extra caveat to this. Like, okay, so you want to go there? Well, let's
But
look
but,
here. Mhm.
but that's what I'm saying. But see, you see how he said that he would have pulled out the black European. Then that would have been the opportunity for him to be distracted. That's
It would
because that's
it would
what.
only be, but I would have popped back on it because it was only to refute. I had that set up actually, but I tried my best, bro, not to. Man, bro, it was so much stuff he was
Nah,
saying, bro.
and
I
that's
was
why,
like,
and that's what I'm saying. And that's why I don't want to take away from, like, I'm saying what T Duck did wrong, but I think Lance put on a pretty. I think I talk a lot of shit, but I think Lance put on a pretty good debate though. If we're being honest, like
I
that
appreciate
was,
that, brother.
yeah, like that's probably the best. That's probably the most convincing debate I seen from Lance. Um, and it was, and like I said,
Hell nah, nigga, you hell nah.
yeah, bro. Now, if we being 100% honest, like, no, like all jokes aside, it's the most like, bro, you was on topic, you was relevant. You know what I'm saying? You provided the necessary information. You made the necessary arguments. Like, yeah, like like other times, like you be on, like, it'd be a lot of bullshit. There'd be a lot of conjecture. You know what I'm saying? You'd be kind of like this was more fun. Like your debate against me was a good one too. I give you, like,
I'm
your
about to
premise.
say that's a better debate where I actually put that work. This was easy because T Duck didn't. He not thinking about what I'm saying. He not thinking about the debate at all, bro. It was so much information I didn't know which way he was going to go with. I didn't get his premise, so I didn't know
your
which way he was
debate,
going to
I'm
go.
the negative,
your
and I
premise
said
against
my
me was
premise.
pretty good. Your premise against me was pretty good. I think this was a better overall debate because I cooked you in the rebuttal. I cooked you in the rebuttal, and I cooked you in
God,
the rapid fire.
hell
But
no,
but I think this is a better over because even in the rapid fire, I don't think I don't see what niggas was saying. T Duck won the rapid fire. I
Nah,
didn't.
Q, Christmas came early.
There was no strategy in the rapid fire like for T Duck. Like like after he asked that first question, it was just like, oh yeah, he don't know where he going with this. He just
he
about to
asked me
ask
like
us.
4 non-sequitur questions. Them niggas, this shit wasn't important, bro. Like that don't have nothing to do with what we. He trying to get me. Then you know where I learned that from? Yo ass. He trying to get me into his world, having a debate about something that we don't even have it ain't even in the conversation. I be in his world debating some shit and looking stupid on his questions, and that shit don't have nothing to do with the debate. So I
Because
was like, nah.
what was the first question? What was the first question you asked T Duck? Do you remember? T
No,
Duck. I'm trying to think what was it? Because it was like, oh, it was over something like minuscule that happened that was said in the rebuttal, and I was just like, this nigga, where you going, bro? I can't remember that shit either, but it was like that's I just knew, and I feel like T Duck, I definitely think you had the tools, but with this topic, man, like you kind of had to have a better control over when you saying shit like steak, you got to have a better narrative than he do. You can't just be like, this is the definition. You got to have a better like overall better grasp of the concept than he does in order to run with a topic like this. Because I mean, like honestly, I feel like Lance has the advantageous position. Yes, black people had a stake. They was involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they was a part of it, so they had a stake. And if you can just show
a
involvement, then
stake in
boom.
what?
But you
In
had
the
to. But you had to.
construction of capitalism.
Yeah.
Capitalism wasn't dependent upon slavery. If the construction of
It,
capitalism happened prior to slavery, the English even involved themselves in slavery.
I mean, yes, but
That was my
not
stance. That's
Bro,
where I was
remember
coming
the
not
from.
quote
necessarily.
remember the quote that I read from Becker. He said, we cannot know if the cotton industry was the only possible way into the modern industrial world, but we do know that it was the path to global capitalism. We do not know if
No,
Europe and North America could have grown rich without slavery, but we do
what
know
are you
that the
talking
industrial
about?
capitalism and the great divergence, in fact, emerged from the violent cauldron of slavery, colonialism, and the
Before they
expropriation
indulged,
of land.
before they indulged into slavery, that's what the East Indian Company was doing. That's how they was making their money through the textiles, taking the cotton from
They was
Asia
using
and
tobacco
India.
before that. What are you
They
talking
weren't
about? They was
using
exporting
slaves
tobacco,
at that
bro.
time. They came into the slave trade later.
Man, you tripping, bro.
Man,
Slavery, listen, bro, modern capital is, you can't have modern capitalism without slavery.
technology came before that.
People that, and then what that
You
did
all
is
the
that
way up
made a
until
door
the
open
Industrial Revolution.
for industrialism and manufacturing,
That's right.
and then paying people the money from the technology that was made from the backs of slaves. They figured out a lot of stuff by doing this, bro. They made
I'm
a
not
diagram
saying that they
into
didn't.
our
It just was
today's
later.
capitalism based off what they did through slavery. So how can they not? How can even
Because that
whether it be
wasn't the
negative or positive,
construction.
how can blacks not have a stake in its involvement, bro? You
Because
crazy,
they already were a world power before they got into the slave trade. They were
bro.
already
They
perform.
wasn't the
They
world
were
power. Well,
already
how was they
focused on
the world power
production
fighting motherfuckers like
before the
France,
slave trade.
Spain, Germany? They became, America is the world power, bro. It got in its position through that period of the 1800s by the backs of slaves, niggas, bro. Stop. I
bro.
won. That's why. Because you can't argue that. Unless you convince
No,
motherfuckers
you won
that having a
because
stake does not mean involvement.
you won because you did a phenomenal job with the assistance of judges. You know what I'm saying? Not paying attention to what I actually said, or not having a conceptual understanding of what is meant by the 16th century. Not understanding that our title was based on the conception or the construction of capitalism, not what it did in the 1800s
Bro,
or the 19th century.
if and it's agreed by all economists that capitalism is ever evolving. What about the way commerce is handled on the internet or through the virtual
But
reality? It's
you're
ever
saying
evolving,
all
bro.
this, and
And
you're not
blacks were
showing
involved
any
with
black
that. And
people
even to
that
this day,
benefited.
we consumers, we are still involved. $1 billion worth.
But you're not showing the black people that benefited from its construction.
You pegging it about benefit. I made it clear that the phrase "a stake in" can have some benefit, or it can be a negative effect to it. Having a stake means involvement. I showed you that. I didn't make that up.
No, it's
You
involvement
showed that.
in terms of ownership. Before you see the involvement, it says have a share or influence.
It doesn't mean nothing. It don't.
Then it says involvement. So the involvement isn't isolated. It's because you can have a share and not be involved. You know what I'm saying? It's pertaining to having ownership.
Let me ask
It's
you
not
this.
saying you could just
Let
isolate. Just
me
say
ask you
you
this.
involved. Like I say, you can't just go to the Christmas party and reap benefits from that business. No, you
All
have
right.
to have a stake first. That's why.
Did Cotton?
Y'all
Did
gonna
Cotton?
y'all gonna debate this all night. Shout out to both debaters. It was a very powerful debate. Definitely enjoyed the debate. It was very close. I think really could have went either way, based off the argument, and you could see with the judges' decisions that it was a split decision. So I think y'all both had great seasons, and congratulations to Lance for the convincing the judges. And I just asked that Blue, you there, Blue?
Yep, I'm right here. What's good?
Yeah. Just for the post debate show, just keep it with the people that's members of the Solar Vision Debate League. We don't want nobody else on here. Yeah. So,
Definitely.
definitely though, man. So Lance, talk to me, bro. Like, what's good, man?
Yeah,
This your first playoff win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because last season you lost in the first round.
Yep, I lost to Domo. Close bout.
So that was a split decision as well, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what do you think about debating Suave on?
Well, I thought I've seen a show that Suave mentioned that if I won, he would debate me on the Pyramid Earth. I got that shit spray painted all up and down this block, all them abandoned ass buildings that nigga live around, got Pyramid Earth everywhere. You don't have no choice, bro. This is what I wanted. You need to do some playoff motherfucking video of me saying that shit, that this was gonna happen.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Why, bro? He's dodged me all year.
Year. Well, yeah. I remember you were saying this throughout the season that he was, avoiding you. So now you could actually, and what did I tell you though? Like, okay, do your thing, and if you got to see him in the playoffs, then he can't avoid you in the playoffs.
Can't avoid you. Said you got a shot.
Yeah, so that's all I was saying. Like, do your thing and make the playoffs. Because if you got to see him in the playoffs somewhere, then he's gonna have to see you. So, what do you want to see him on? What topic do you want to see the brother on?
It's Pyramid Earth, bro. Pyramid Earth versus Globe Earth.
pyramid versus closed.
That's what it is, bro. That nigga has to bow down. Stop
Oh,
fucking
no,
showing
bro.
all
What the
them
hell
fake
y'all
ass
niggas,
NASA videos. Nigga, it's a wrap.
Hey, T-Duck, what's up, man? What you dropped off, man? Come on, come on back up here, man. Like, what you doing, man? Like, it's all good, bro. I mean, I think you did an excellent job. And I really wasn't mad at the decision from Brother Jarek. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understood what he was saying. I actually followed along with his line of logic. So I'm gonna let y'all get it back in, you know what I'm saying? Get y'all thing back in. I just wanted to come in and see what's good, because it's definitely going to be a very powerful debate between Lance, and either way it went, because it was a lot of animosity with T-Duck and Suave, and there's a lot of animosity with Lance and Suave. So definitely this should be a very powerful debate. We got the debates lined up for the people who had the first debate all for the playoffs. So now we see the picture, being painted a little more clear. Tomorrow we got a very powerful debate with KOT and Yanga. And so we're gonna see how this whole thing pans out. We're gonna look at this whole thing. Lance is squaring off against Suave, and Holly is going up against Rio. Very powerful debates. They got a line of that second round is crazy. You see how the second round, like if you watch the NBA playoffs, like all of them went to just about game sevens. That second round be just crazy, bro. Because these are the debaters that is good enough to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be about the skin of your teeth. You know what I'm saying? The skin of your teeth. You know what I'm saying? That's what my fourth grade teacher used to say to me. That you're going to get out of this one, bro. So you make sure everything is right and tight and exact, far as with the argumentation and how you're presenting your information. Whew. I mean, that was a fight, bro. Yeah, you got to admit, T-Duck put up a good fight,
Yeah.
Peace, y'all. Power to the dark side. What up, Solar? What up, Lance? What up to the DMT?
Peace. What's going on, Scheme?
Shit, I can't call it, man. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Did you hear Blue? Did you hear the two songs Blue played at the beginning, bro?
Yeah. That was fire. It was fire.
Bro, Blue, bro. I need the first one, bro. Please.
Appreciate that, guys. Definitely.
No, I'm serious, bro. Can you send me the first one?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
That shit was rocking, nigga. My nigga said that shit was hard too.
So what do you think about the debate, Scheme?
Oh yeah, I came in during the rapid fire. I feel like T-Duck had won from what I had seen, but according to the judges, his presentation was shitty, and I guess he was a little sloppy. But shit, I mean, one debater is more crispier than the one with the better argument. It happens. I mean, but shit, shout out to T-Duck though. I thought he had won because I didn't see his PowerPoint or his opening, so I can't really call it. But from what I had saw, I thought he had won. But that's just I ain't see the whole debate though, so I gotta watch the first half. So congrats, Lance. Shit, you had the crispier shit. From what I hear.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It had nothing to do with the presentation.
Okay, so it was the information.
Yeah. The judges was more so dealing with the information that was presented. I think the conflict was centered around the whether the slaves' contribution to capitalism occurred after the construction of capitalism. That's kind of where the battle was at in this debate. It wasn't really about the PowerPoint.
Okay, who was saying that?
Yeah, that's why you got to come in the beginning, bro. Like, go get in. Be quiet. Watch the debate, man. Watch the debate, man. You tripping?
I'm gonna watch it.
Yo, we got the so Lance. Yeah, man, like you want to see him on a flat earth debate?
Yeah, man. You know what, bro? I think that I got enough information and enough entertainment, and I know the subject well to where this globe Earth, it's like it shouldn't even enter into season 5 at all. And
Oh shit, this nigga going
should be
nuts.
walking around with a pyramid on his chest, bro. Like
God damn.
after this, it should not be any
Lance,
more
you about to prove
videos.
Pyramid
No
Earth?
more. Save me. I don't have any more content. Let me do a globe Earth. Talk about some flat. He don't say shit about Pyramid Earth. You know why? I proved it. He'll go to some flat Earth shit.
Bro,
He
you
will
really
not
want
touch
to?
Pyramid Earth.
You really want to
Pyramid
Absolutely.
do a Pyramid Earth debate
Absolutely.
in a playoffs, bro?
Absolutely prove it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I've been talking about
Solar
with y'all
said
niggas,
Hey, bro,
Like,
you see how? Hold on.
you
This is
want to
what
do
you
a
need to look at.
Pyramid Earth debate in the playoffs, bro?
Lance, you begging to go home.
Hey, bro,
ain't you?
did you see? Hold on.
Please send me home.
Please.
Did you see how I
Master,
withheld
please
saying
send
the
me home,
Europeans was black, bro?
I just wants to go home, Master. Please.
Nigga begging and sending in. What the hell's going
Nah,
on?
this probably gonna be one of my best debates ever,
What
bro.
the hell? Sorry, I got
Hey,
that
but
call.
Solar, you see how I didn't go that route? I didn't say the Europeans were black.
Oh shit. That was different.
I
Yeah,
was hell
I
no.
remember that.
I didn't
that was
say
the one
some
with
shit
Domo.
I wasn't supposed to say.
Nah, I would, cause he kept itching me. T-Duck kept saying shit. I'm
Why
like,
would
yo.
you? Why would you? That's like saying, "See, Solar, I didn't steal from an old lady today." Like,
oh, you talking about during this debate?
Yeah, during this debate.
Oh yeah.
But
He
you
was
should
definitely
be
trying to get
saying
you
that.
to jump on that. I seen a couple of
Yeah, he was
statements that
trying.
he was making.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wanted me to. So
And that was a 54 fake out because everybody kind of thought you was coming with that argument.
Ew.
So it was yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
no, sir.
goddamn
I said, you
shame.
know what, bro? It's a simpler argument. It's really just argument just to say we were involved with the construction of it by saying this.
Ew.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, man. I think that
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. It was a good debate.
Lance, are you saying you were saying that black people was capitalizing off they started, they had a stake in it, which means what? Like they was involved, or they just was getting money with white folks? Like,
they was involved.
I mean, they
with
was slaves. I
construction
mean, you
of
talking about slavery?
Yeah, that pretty much was his argument.
I mean, but why
That
would
was
y'all
my
debate
argument,
that?
that they were
I'm pretty sure
instrumental. They were
was,
instrumental in the construction of capitalism.
as far as what instrumental? What do you mean?
They picked the cotton was
you
used
talking about
to propel the market.
They got took from their lands and the spores. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that, but why y'all not debating that? Y'all was debating.
We wasn't debating that. We was debating whether or not they were involved with this construction.
And no, not involved. Clear. Involved means like me and you got a plan. Let's put it together, and maybe you cross me out. Oh well, but nigga, they got took from goddamn their home and brought here to pick cotton. How is that part of capital?
First of all, I didn't even mention the Salters and the Kohlers, which were of mostly slaves.
That's some bullshit.
Which were of mostly the slaves, bro. Political prisoners and
that's that title shit, though.
And people who committed crimes. Those were mostly.
Are you ready for your debate? Are you ready for your debate with True Justice? You better be
bro.
careful with
Justice,
that.
Bro,
you better be careful with that multiverse shit.
Listen.
Now, what's your position on that? Does a multiverse exist? Are you taking the affirmative or the negative in this debate?
I'm taking a negative in this position.
Okay.
Due to the brother already laying out his route and the angle he's rolling with, so there's no trickery, no weird title shit like how we was like steak, how we was like, what's the steak? Like we're like, what do you mean by that? Why are y'all arguing? Is like I'm like, so this is about, is there a multiverse? And you're not gonna be like, what multiverse? Like, what is he talking? He's going with string theory. Everybody, he's going with string theory. So now that y'all know that, watch string theory get cooked. So and you know what? I'm good. About to get really started on it. Basically, like a lot finished with it tomorrow. So that I'm really gonna be working on it all day tomorrow because I'm off. So
You better
yeah,
be careful. You better be careful with True Justice, man. You like
True Justice. He like I said, he
be
can't get
careful with
past.
True Justice,
He
man.
can't. Solar. He can't get past. I can say this. He can't get
He
past.
got a vicious flurry game. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
he
he's
may
not
not
Ray
know how to
Leonard.
fight, but
Trust me. He
he
can't
knows
flurry like Ray
crazy.
Leonard. He can't flurry like. I'm Ray when it comes to flurrying. Okay. I'm Ray
he
Leonard.
knows crazy. So if he could get you into a cat fight, man, it's going to be
A
tough.
cat fight? Oh, that's
Yeah.
getting me emotional. You think he could do that? You think he could get me emotional and out of character?
I don't know if he can get you emotional, but he can make it into a back and forth. You know,
a back and forth during who's rapid fire?
Both of them. I seen him do it.
Doing both.
I seen him do it before. I'm just saying. I'm just
I
telling
don't
you
think
what he's capable of doing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I'm capable of saying, "This is my rapid fire, sir. Slow down." Now the question is, so I mean, he could try it, but it won't. I won't let him. But the questions I'll entertain will be just dumb questions that'll lead me into another dagger. So he's somebody I could toy with, like a ventriloquist.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm about to. You're gonna see strings getting pulled.
Yeah. You there, Blue? You there, Blue?
My fault. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. So who do you want to see? I mean, who you want to win tomorrow, man? Who you want to see tomorrow? You know what I mean? After tomorrow.
You know what, man? Out of fairness, man, I don't mind seeing both of them brothers. But I'm definitely I'm excited to get a debate in over Yanga, definitely, and especially with the title and stuff like that. And I look forward to either challenge, but I'm definitely looking forward to a challenge from Yanga.
Yeah. So the debate in itself, like, who you think? Just based off of the topic, who has the advantage? Just based off the topic.
Sure. To be honest, man, based off of the topic, I'm probably leaning towards KOT on the topic. I'm leaning towards KOT on the title. How well can he execute that? That's another thing. That's a different animal. But I definitely do think, though, I think it's more than enough on both sides for them to make a solid argument. But I do think that it's a little bit more open, the title a little bit more open for KOT to kind of create a narrative, build up a story, create a narrative, set boundaries, shit like that. So I'm looking forward though to it. I'm definitely, I know that's like I'm looking forward to seeing how KOT does the second time around after feeling his energy the first time.
Yeah. It should be a very interesting one right there. A scheme, bro. Like, you gotta face the winner between Madan and Domo too. If you are to get past True Justice.
If I get past True Justice.
Yeah. That you think that's a guarantee, bro? That's not a guarantee, bro.
Hey, show the standings, Solar.
With the bracket or the standings?
The one that's more pertinent.
Okay, we can show the bracket. All right. So
Something wrong with him.
I mean, Lance, you know what I'm saying? This is your time to shine, man. I mean, I'll be talking your shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you should be debating a flat earth and my nigga. I'm just saying, like, a flat earth in the playoffs.
This nigga's throwing you a floaty and you're flapping your arms.
Yeah. So I don't know. Cause I mean,
we'll talk about it, man. I got a couple of things I can debate on.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all can talk about that or
A
whatever.
couple
But like,
inches out the
I'm just saying,
scrap.
like with me personally, I'm like, it got to be something like that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know whether the Earth. Honestly, like, no, this is my personal opinion. I don't know what the fuck, how the fucking Earth shaped, because I never seen the Earth and shit. I never seen the Earth like I'm inside of the Earth or I'm on the Earth, whatever y'all want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never seen the fucking Earth. You know what I'm saying? I can only go by what motherfuckers tell me. And I'm not going to base that on a playoff debate. Like, you're not going to get me in the middle of a debate where I really don't know. I got to go with what this motherfucker say and what that motherfucker say over there. And nah, I'm not going.
Yeah, I feel Solar on that.
I mean, we can talk about it, man. But
it could be something like, you know what I mean? Like,
Solar's talking from a point of view who's researched both ends of this shit. He's like,
I think I don't think I took a loss from Suave. I think he took the loss from me.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it's going to be a fire debate, you know, either way, because, you know, this is a lot is at stake for Suave. He got to beat you. You can mess his whole season up, not just from knocking him out the playoffs, but then that would cost him the MVP too.
Yeah, that would be great to happen.
Wait, who subscribes to Pyramid Earth theory, Lance?
Me.
No, I'm saying, where do you get that doctrine from?
From studying again.
From what sources or what? A bunch of
sources. A bunch of sources.
What professors regurgitates that Pyramid Earth?
Ass, bro. He on your ass.
There's no one
professor at any university regurgitates Pyramid Earth theory.
None that was going.
So where do you get that information from?
From studying.
From what sources?
Many sources.
Like what?
You want to debate it? A lot of the sources.
Give me 3.
1, 2, 3. That nigga ain't got shit. He told me something.
Damn.
Well, no, I just thought about I'll be divulging sources.
Well, it's all right, Lance. I'm just playing with you, man. But you know, I think that'd be a fire
with that nigga.
Bro, I think that'd be a fire debate, though. You versus
I did a whole PowerPoint. It's a video. That
I'm gonna check it out.
Who check out his power? I seen that one.
Who you debate against? Who did you debate that against?
Nobody.
Wait, I thought you said you did a whole PowerPoint.
Yeah, I did, but
you just presented.
Yeah, like a presentation. Yeah.
Okay, where's it at?
It's on my page. On my Manscaped page.
All right, bet. I'll go to it.
Yeah, so once again, congratulations to Lance for his first playoff victory. You know, it's a long way to the, you know, to that ultimate goal of the title. So I think that you should just move wisely. That's all I'm just saying.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to put yourself in the middle of
but Lance is saying, this is my bag, nigga. I'm about to eat.
All right. So if he, you know, okay, if you got enough ammo to walk through, you know,
he got 308s. Blackouts.
You know what I'm saying? If you got enough ammo to walk through blood territory wearing blue and shit, go ahead, bro.
God damn.
That's all I'm saying. Like, go ahead. I mean, if you really think you're that dude
with a pocket knife,
man, you could be. He could be that dude though. He could be that dude. Like, see, I told y'all niggas, and I'm like, all right, well, you're my bad.
He said he walking around in red territory with a blue shirt on with a pocket knife.
Like,
with a pocket knife. Like, oh yeah, I wish a nigga would. My fault, man.
I convinced the nigga on everything else. So I remember when I first came, he was like, nigga, all black people are from Africa. That's it. Then one day I see the nigga on there teaching a lesson. He was saying black people come from all
I mean, you gotta give it to T-Duck though. He put up a nice fight tonight, bro. He put up a nice fight, bro. That was close, bro. It could have went either way, bro.
Man,
I understood Jarek's argument. Like,
I understood what Jarek was saying.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, bro.
Yeah, because to me, you did pull a little slick move with the title. Like,
title shit.
That was real smooth.
I'm not crazy. I be saying,
bro, I positioned myself. T-Duck made the title himself.
It was an argument within
Who made that title, bro?
the title, he tried to change the construction. Remember?
I know what's up, bro. See,
But yeah, that was the agreement.
he settled, but that bit him in the ass. That's sad, man. That's sad.
He ain't settled for nothing. He made the title.
I mean,
he made the title.
congrats,
Though.
Lance.
It
What
was
the hell,
Peter
yeah,
that
man.
came up
What
with
the
title.
fuck?
Straight up.
If
Shout out to West Side
T-Duck's
Riders.
argue-
What's good,
you know,
Keys?
T-Duck's argument would have been better if it was like the construction of the ideology or the philosophy of capitalism, something like whereas though like, okay, this was what was actually, because we know it's hard to, whenever the philosophy of capitalism was constructed, you know,
It
as
wasn't
opposed to
interactive
as
immediately.
opposed to the implementation of capitalism. So that was the thing. That was the battleground, which was like, okay,
Absolutely. So
and
smart.
if he was gonna make that argument as to like, okay, this was being implemented. He like what I think who said that? I think Sam was saying it's like he should have got into that, like got into like, okay, these are the elements of what makes capitalism. They were doing this before slavery. I think that should have been the centerpiece of that argument if he was going to go that route. But it was like he was engaging, or he was more so in the mix, kind of what Lance was saying, as far as with the position of, well, the slaves were, you know, one of the vital forces in the development of what we today know as capitalism, you know, and it's like, you know, so yeah, it's like it was like one of those chicken before the egg type of joints. You know? yeah. So it was just, yeah. It was definitely a good debate, and I could see, like you said, I could see what Jarek was saying, like far as, you know, okay, if that was the case, then it should have been. I would have made it clear if that's what I was presenting. I would have made that clear, and I would have stayed on that shit. Like, look, before slaves was even involved, remember, this is what was being done. Capitalism was being done. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and then he would have took him to the tribal communities, and it would have been black people involved in that
of capitalism, like, you know. So
damn. So he ain't say none of that.
Yeah, he hinted upon it. I think he should have emphasized it.
He ain't
more.
home, man. It was
And
one of them things.
I think that, you know, far as, you know, and this is me looking at the hindsight of maybe that could have convinced the judges, you know.
Yeah.
But like, so
that's the worst, bro. After the debate where they say, or they be like, you should have said this. You be like,
I know, right?
I did say it. You be like,
I
but
said
you
it.
ain't home in on
You ain't say it enough, bro.
Yeah, I know. You be
how
like,
many times I gotta say this shit, man. You gotta say it at least 5
that's
times,
why
bro.
I just stopped saying it when people be like, after I get criticism, I respect it, and I'll be like, okay. I stop being like, bro, I did.
It's tough because it's a competition, bro, and it's like you can't change what's done, bro. It's just like you can't change what's done, man. You just gotta, you know. Yeah, we should have played the, you know, the 4-3 defense instead of the 4-4. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to hear that shit for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, but like, yeah. So, you know, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing, and what makes it interesting at the same time is the fact that it's winners and losers. It's just kind of like it's tough. It's tough at the same time.
Hey, let me ask you this, bro.
Exciting.
What could I have done better?
The first and foremost and most important thing you could have done was change that bitch ass avatars getting on my goddamn nerves, man. Cut that shit the fuck off. Do something with that fucking avatar, man. You know what I'm saying?
That shit for the ladies.
Is
he
that
got
supposed to
fucking
be
Judah
you?
with a fucking rose in his hand, man. What the fuck is that?
Without a beard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's you without a beard.
I mean, everything is like bitch made. Like, okay, like a dude with a flower, and then it's like fucking
and no beard.
It's like butterflies in the background. That's another.
It's like my have a great day, motherfucking.
What the?
I
ain't even pay attention to that.
I mean, the motherfucker got like a red shirt on, like all things that I wouldn't be doing and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Burgundy and
it's
brown.
like everything that I wouldn't do and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like this motherfucker got like
Yo, that's different.
Yeah, nigga. No, I'm fucking with you. I think that with your argument, I think that you could have you know, kind of
Look at his face. Yeah.
How about that one?
That's
How
awesome.
about that one?
That shit is crazy.
You know what I'm
Where you
saying?
get
Like,
that from, bro?
Wow.
man, y'all niggas is so fucking weird, bro. Like, I fuck with y'all though, you know what I mean? But like, yeah. So, I mean, I think my brother, I think that you know, as far as with the actual argument, I think that you could have kind of geared more so into, you know, like what I think it was Jarek that was saying it, like that area that he was trying to attack could have been cleaned up a lot easier. You made it a little more tougher than what it could have been. Like, yeah, you know, because remember, they was taking slaves, you know, they was taking slaves out of Africa and taking them into Europe as well.
They were. So
Yeah,
did
so
the slaves have guns?
I would have get in there, and what I also would have did was I would have laid down the elements of capitalism, because I would have challenged that mercantilism argument with like the tools of what is needed for capitalism to work. You know what I'm saying? And okay, yeah, he came up with an idea no different than Marx and Engels came up with, you know, the socialist, you know, philosophy. But when you're talking about like the implementation of it, you know what I'm saying, it goes into like, you know, Stalin,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, you know, that would been my focus. I'd have been like, okay, you need these elements in order for capitalism to work, underclass. So, and I would have challenged him on his research. Now he could have had the answer, so it would have been a risk. But I guarantee you, I would have, you know, out of 8 times out of 10 that he didn't have that. Like, so who was the underclass in Europe at the time? Who was this underclass, and who was these people that were outside of the that represented this oligarchy that, you know, capitalism has to have in order for it to work? You know, these financiers, these people that was like that 1%. Who are these people that you're talking about? And I would just to make it look like he don't know what he's talking about, I would have used that, like, see, and then I would have ran with that. You know what I mean? I would have ran with, you know, like, yeah, so how are you saying that it was capitalism when you don't even know the people that was like, you know what I mean, that was supposed to represent this 1% or this group that is supposed to be financing and exploiting this underclass of people? Who is this underclass of people? I would have went into all that. I would have exploited that in a rapid fire round. Yeah. So that's what I would have probably focused on, the mercantilism, and also, you know, his idea of this existing capitalism before slavery. And then, and even if he did have the answer, I would have then went into, you know, the bigger impact type of idea, but that would have been risky. Because, like, you know, if he could actually give the answer to that, then that would actually be proving, you know, his you know, that it was some existing capitalism, you know. So it was a risk, but that's what I probably would have did. I would have challenged him on that, because he kind of loosely threw that out there, you know.
I got you.
Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah, it was definitely some places. But I thought, really, I didn't understand. Like, when you got into the rebuttal is where I got a clear understanding of what you was doing. And I was like, oh shit, T-Duck might be in a little trouble. Once I seen you, it was like, it don't matter if it's a benefit or if it's a,
that
or
was
if
a
it's
good,
a negative.
that
I
was a
was
good
like,
statement
oh
right there.
shit.
Yeah,
Who won
that
the
was a good statement.
Who won the rapid fire round?
It was split as far as with the judges. Yeah, the judges
Who
said
y'all?
it was
What about your opinion, Sawyer?
I think that it was like, it was like a back and forth. I would probably give the rapid fire to Lance. I would give because it was a couple of questions that I think that T Duck was avoiding.
What about Lance with all the that's non sequitur shit?
Yeah, because I think I think that was a good position because it was like
I ain't gonna lie,
that was the thing. That was the thing that the judges was divided on.
It got away with that shit though.
It was one judge. It was one judge that was saying. It was one judge that was saying that. Well, yeah, that's an integral part of the debate, which is dealing with the actual economics of the capitalism. And other judges were saying, okay, like, yeah, I just think that, if I wouldn't engage the economic aspect of it either, though. Like, I wouldn't even because I know because if you study T Duck, that's his strong point. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have went down that rabbit hole with him either.
Losing it so much.
Yeah, so I would have avoided that as well. I would have avoided that by saying, like what
every time he said non sequitur was due to economical.
No, yeah, because he was asking them about the actual aspects of capitalism. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to debate you about the intricacies. I can't even say it of capitalism. I'm here to show you that black people had a stake in the development and the construction of capitalism.
But if he's trying to make a point on what is capitalism or something, maybe that is pretty. He should just answer the question. I mean, I don't know.
Well, the idea of capitalism was clear between us. We both made that clear in the beginning.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a fine line. Like, what would benefit?
It's taken away from his point.
Yeah, what would benefit you for giving him what he want in the rapid fire round? So it's a fine line from it's a risk. You can answer the question and get set up for the the okie doke. You
gotta answer the question.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's a question that you really don't have to answer, then it's like, okay. I mean,
but shouldn't they be able to be like, if when you say it's non sequitur, they should be like, explain how if the
that's the smart move. That's the smart move to make.
Yeah, like that's not cool. You can't be spamming non sequitur because you like, shit, I don't know what to say. Fuck, that's a good point. Like, fuck.
Well, it's not about me not knowing what to say. It's about me not
even if it's a good point, and you're like, oh fuck. If you say non sequitur, that's like we're all like, oh shit, damn, his ass was about to get cooked right there.
Can go either way, because I seen in the last debate, I think Blue did this. He was like, it was a non sequitur, but Blue engaged it. Like, okay, we can talk about something that ain't got nothing to do with debate.
Blue, he could do because he's slick. He could do it. He's a slickster. He's like, you see what he does, bro.
Bro, it was how that shit is strategic.
That's like either way. It's definitely a risk by not answering the question because it could be like the judge is like, yo, you're not answering the question.
Yeah, because if it goes wrong. It's all
Blue is he's able to determine or not.
He's seen it as a pertinent question that needed to be answered. Two other judges seen it, in opposition. I didn't think that needed to be answered because we're not about to get into an economic discussion. That's not necessary. But rather
trying to see how that would work if I'm debating you and you keep spamming non sequitur and I'm allowing.
Rephrase your question because then if you be like you just rephrase your question to where
I don't know how I'm letting you just like say that and I'm like, okay, I'll just ask my next question then. Like I just don't see that happening for me. Like I just would never see that. Or like a lot of people, I don't know. That was weird how I kept seeing that. I was like, how is he letting him just say that and he just moving on? I'm like, what the fuck? But that was good on your end.
I was saying, I want to know why is it not like you don't have to tell me how.
Yeah, exactly. But that's smart on your end. That's not to take away. Like a lot of times when we're talking, it's not. If we say this and that, we're not saying something's ass. It's just getting analytical. But
But I'm gonna go ahead and fall back, guys. Nice build, great debate. I mean, it was definitely got the viewers got their money's worth because it was definitely a fire debate, and I'm looking forward to seeing. If you still got that same energy,
the judge.
Huh?
Shout out to the judge of Saran Khan in the building.
Peace, Asar.
I'm a top, y'all. I'm a top.
Peace, bro.
What it do?
It was a classic tonight. You know, the main thing was like in the very beginning, and this almost remember this happened with T Duck against Yasharal. You couldn't really tell where the debate was like at first I didn't know T Duck's stance. His stance was a little dreary to me. I'm like, hold up, you just mentioned black labor and black shouldn't be used as labor, and then you turn around and said this here. I'm thinking once we got into towards the end of his premise, I'm like, you should just say the 1500s when it started in Europe, build on the Europe thing, and you could say blacks were an addition to it, but they had nothing to do with its inception or it getting going or starting to turn over revenue and Europe seeing it as a viable market and what it was going to turn into be. That's where I was like, why you didn't just go there?
And I would have showed where that was wrong, and my whole presentation was based around that.
I mean, you really couldn't have, because slavery don't start till 1619.
That's not when slavery starts. That's not true.
It is.
All right. So we want to judge keep it vanilla. Don't get into no back and forth with the debaters.
Well, it don't mean nothing. That's part of the game. That's what we do. So
yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and fall back. So once again, shout out to Lance, and we're looking forward to the up and coming debates. Once again, we got KOT squaring off against Yanga. MLK, the MLK and the Black Panther Party fight for the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and fall back. All right. So peace.
Peace, Solar. Peace,
bro. Hey, Asar in the back.
No, I'm here. I'm in the mix. I think that's what is that? My other phone or something?
Oh, okay, my bad. Yanga.
I think that's my other phone or something. But yeah, we see, here's what he could have made it difficult for you, like if he would have stuck to 1500, built on what happened in the 1500s, and then say, okay, now here come this Johnny come lately business where they started to boom, but it was already a machine. You did a good job in exposing the fact that blacks were part of the situation. But if he says 1500 and then he really pushes the inception thing, that's not during the beginning of slavery.
So who are the lower class, like Sola said, in the 1500s? Who are the lower class?
That's the whole thing. It wouldn't have been black people because we don't come into play till 1619.
That's not true. That's in America. Who's in America?
Right. So in your nobody at that was of favor, because remember, it starts in Europe in the 1500s.
Bro,
that's the whole point in him using 1500.
No,
so
bro, that's false history, bro.
No, that's the actuality.
You got Portuguese here, you got the French here, you got Germans here. All of this is in a all the way from 100 BC, from the beginning.
100 BC.
Yes, bro. You got the whole Roman. You got Romans here, Phoenicians here. Listen,
hold
man.
on, Lance. You said 100 BC.
I mean
AD. He said 100
so
AD.
Look,
he said AD.
I meant AD.
Ooh, damn. Even better.
Yeah, bro. What are you talking about? That's not nothing. That's serious.
You bumped it up 200 years.
When does King Charles become king of the Mayans?
Did he say 100 or 200? I don't even remember. I don't even know what you just said. What did he say about the Mayans?
When does Charles V become king of the Mayans?
Charles V become king of the Mayans or Aztecs? Which one?
I believe it's the Aztecs.
You believe? I don't even know who Charles is. I have to look that up, man. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
But so let's do this for you guys real quick, because I'm saying you argued your point and he conceded to your point when he said 1600. But if we go, Oh, let me pull up my let's see here. Let's all type this in, right? When does the God damn it, that's why I hate boxing. What was your discussion again? The
That black
Who?
people have a stake in the construction of capitalism.
capitalism. When does capitalism start, right?
Yeah. What does it say?
It is, where's it at? I think it's right here. Capitalism.
Go ahead.
Hold up, I'm about to read it for you. There it is, right there. The early capitalists, 1500 to 1750, also enjoyed the benefits of the rise of the strong national states during the mercantilist era. He never said that. If he goes deep into the 1500s, when it's only in Europe mostly, there's a problem because we don't. And then all he has to do is say, when does slavery start, right? So let's pull up when slavery starts, right?
Damn.
And he never does this. This is why I was like, why would you say 1600? As soon as he says 1600, I'm smart enough to know when slavery starts 1619. And if you're smart enough to put it in your presentation, you'll say 1400, such and such happened. But you got to dig deep for that. So when does slavery start?
All right, real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can't do this, SR. We can't have the judges going back and forth with the debaters on the debate topics, man. Like you gotta let them live, bro.
No, no,
Let them
no.
live.
We're not good. We already judged in his favor. We
I
just
know,
saying how
but
your
you're gonna have to
argument could have been
judge. You're
better.
gonna have to judge the future debates with him. So we don't know
It's,
what the topic's gonna be. We don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's fine. Remember,
Badminton, bro.
it was just Lance, my boy. Lance just said in the
This
chat the
ain't
other
just for
day,
Lance though. This for the
Asar
rest of the
gotta
debaters
go.
too. Like for the rest
I
of the
was okay
debaters,
with that.
we don't want them to, you know what I'm saying? Because you getting into information now. You know what I'm saying? And your opinion on the information.
Yeah, we should because it's after the
No,
debate.
we shouldn't do that. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Because we
mean,
don't know
just because
what
one of
the
these,
future debates is going to be. We don't know who's going to debate what, and
yeah,
we
but
can't.
just because some of these dudes is not Lance or T Duck, but just because some of these dudes is goddamn crybabies. We don't care
still,
about that. If
I
we
mean,
want to
with
discuss
even
this show after the show, we should be able to
yeah,
discuss the show and the info.
they can, the judges can't. So this is something that they can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a judge now, buddy. You're special, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just like
I'm
when you get
getting off
ranked.
of here, man. I'm
Hey,
falling
bro, that's
back.
like when you get ranked, you know what I'm saying? You can't do what you used to do no more.
I'm falling back. Holla.
All right. So we're gonna let y'all finish y'all discussion. We got once again, we got the debate lined up for tomorrow. That'll be KOT and Yanga. Did MLK and the Black Panther
Yeah, I want to see
fight
that.
for the same thing?
I think
All right.
that's gonna be fire.
So we'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna fall back and take my black ass to sleep.
All right, peace, Solar.
All right.
Damn, that Yanga gonna be fired tomorrow versus KOT. I think he gonna be barking. I ain't gonna lie. He probably gonna win.
Blue, who you see winning between me and Swab? Or depends on who you see, Sting.
You said who I see?
Yeah.
What y'all debating?
I don't know.
If you debate Pyramid Earth, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If he shows Raw Earth and he used NASA and like credible sources, he gonna win, bro. Because nigga, they gonna fuck with NASA, bro. They're not gonna say NASA not credible. So if he used NASA or anything or any scientists or fucking any, it's not gonna because you gotta think that's all gonna be credible. So if you it would be hard to see your sources to see who's he could play the source game, like who got better whose sources are more credible. That's why I was asking you earlier about who's your sources with PhDs, because that holds weight. That's why I said it's gonna be. That's why Solar was saying that, because we would have to see, like, okay, who got the better sources, like who got the better information, whose information is more valid, like. Cause if you came with some niggas who had PhDs that was really studying and shit, had fucking how you say like a layout, how to be like can I see that a working model of the shit and all that, then shit, bro, like you could win. But if you don't, he got all that shit, like, so I don't know, like that's why I'm saying he would easily have the overs on you.
I got all that shit, bro.
So that's so with
What up, Juju?
so why did when I
Yeah,
asked
hold on. First of all, congratulations, Lance. And
peace, what
Thank
up,
you very much.
you better win. I'm just letting you know right now. You better win against him, or it's gonna be a problem. I just came
against
out to say
Suave?
that. Yes.
Bro, he gotta have some sources that's better than NASA and niggas with PhDs.
I got all that
Anyway,
shit.
So I remember
all
I
I came
asked you
to
earlier
say.
about
Good
I
night.
asked Juju.
Thank you.
I
Have a good
asked
night.
him. I asked him earlier about who has sources with PhDs, and he said nobody. I said, who are your sources? I said, do they have PhDs? He said, no professor at any university is bringing forth information on flat Earth. Only I am. And I was like, what the fuck? I said, okay, so now you got to take that and put it next to Suave and
Not
what
flat
he's gonna
Earth,
come
bro.
with, huh?
It's not flat Earth. It's pyramid Earth.
I mean, that's what I said, didn't I? What I say?
Flat Earth.
Oh, my fault. It's because I used to look into that and heliocentric theory, all that shit, and
So you know that it's not heliocentric, right?
I know we not spinning at all that fast and all that shit.
And
I don't get it.
you've been in a plane, right?
Nah, I ain't never been no plane.
Okay, let me tell you this: when you go south and you're in a plane to stay parallel to the ground, it never turns upside down.
Oh, yeah, the plane thing. Why do y'all have to see? This the problem, but
Hold
y'all
on.
are limited with your talking points, though.
My talking points ain't limited. That's the only thing that you can actually relate to. But since you've never
y'all
been on a
do the thing.
plane,
Y'all be like, y'all
you
do the
can't
thing
even
with the
relate to
boat.
that,
Hold
brother.
on, slow down, Lance. I was just saying, y'all got a couple talking points like the boat disappearing, fucking that the plane shit, and how pilots be like, whatever. I forget whatever how pilots be testing.
Yeah, that's all flat Earth shit, bro.
And that's and what the fuck is different? The difference. Hold on, no disrespect, but what is the difference between like your rhetoric and flat Earth rhetoric?
Okay, they missing a lot of things. For instance, when you look at the Polaris star, right? You know that's the center of the Earth. You agree?
Yeah, I don't like doing that.
Hey, real quick before y'all take that trip down Soto
Because you gonna keep doing that.
Hey, Blue, can I share my screen real quick?
Why are you asking me questions, nigga?
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
Let me share my screen because the SAR keeps saying that, and I don't want the people being misled.
You can't say nothing against the SAR, bro. You gotta just leave it alone.
Nah,
man.
you gotta say what say what I said though. It's cool about all that. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Does that say 1600s or between the 16th through 18th century? I just want to know. I never said the 1600s.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Damn. Well, shit, Lance, what do you say to that?
It don't even matter what that nigga say.
It don't matter. That's the whole point. It don't matter. But it's all good. Like, congratulations, man. Do what you gonna do, but don't do that pseudo debate thing. Because I mean, It's just like,
Bro,
why
just come
did
get
you
your
even get
t-shirt
me
and
out?
hat, nigga. Just come on, celebrate with your boy. Pop these bottles and shit.
Nah,
on
we gonna do that. You know, we about to hit the club and do a fool. Like, first drinks on me, but at the same time, it's just like, don't get to the second round and do something like that because that's what he want. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you want to win, you can't win like that, bro. He been waiting for you to do that debate. Like he already got a PowerPoint and everything.
Damn.
Went over it 20 times. Like you can't do that debate. You can't be that gullible, blood.
Juju is a pyramid girl.
Debate something about the Bible, Lance.
Nah, I can't.
Suave against the Bible.
Yeah,
nah.
debate that Hebrew knowledge. Come on, man.
Suave
Then
don't
I
have
also
nothing on the Bible,
had the
bro.
what is it? Oh, y'all go ahead and go into Pseudoville. I just wanted to show that. I got a couple more things that I want to
You
show
don't have
too.
nothing on the Bible, bro.
Who, Suave?
Yeah, it's nothing but debate Suave on the Bible.
What do you mean? Why won't you debate him on the Bible?
Well, the Suave is not a Bible nigga.
What? I mean, he doesn't believe in the Bible, so that's why I said you should debate him on the Bible. That's easy. You believe, he don't
Many
believe.
of the reasons that he don't believe in the Bible are valid. You feel what I'm saying? Not to
Wait,
say every
what?
one of them. Yeah, because he conflates the New Testament with the Old Testament.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. All I'm saying
That's
is
the Bible to him. Both of them.
y'all should just debate some shit about the Bible. But what are you gonna debate? History against some science?
Whatever we come up with, nigga, some black shit.
Some black shit.
Be smart, bro. Stay away from that Michael shit.
Black Europeans.
Some black Europeans. That's what you would debate him?
The black nobles that ruled the earth.
You would debate him about like some Moor shit?
The Moors, yeah, because I'll just prove that the Moors ain't nothing but Jews that was converted into Islam in the 700s.
You said converted into when?
Where they at?
Moors were Jews that was converted into Islam in the 700s. That's why they dwelled with the Jews in Spain together.
Wait, you talking about in Spain, or you talking about when Arabs invaded Egypt? I mean, not invaded, but just took over. The beginning of the Arab slave trade. Well, they didn't enslave the Egyptians when they came in. They just kind of came in. You don't know that.
Moors in Spain.
Moors in Spain. What year?
What do you mean? When they was kicked out, they was kicked out in 1492. They ruled for 700 years. More than that, actually.
Arabs, the Arabs that
you're not Arabs, bro. They were black people.
Bro, what? Why do y'all keep saying that?
They were black people. They were just like us. They were just like us.
Bro,
today
Blue,
in
y'all
America.
hearing this? Fucking Arabs, man.
They weren't
Arabs.
I'm telling you, they look it up.
They weren't Arabs. They were Ishmaelites, bro. They weren't Arabs.
Huh,
bro?
The Arabs that you see today are a conquered people. They mixed. The people that look, the Arabs are in America and in the Caribbeans, and then they look just like us. They all mixed with the fucking Jews now, bro.
Hey,
so
who's Ishmael's dad? Abraham?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's a problem.
Wait a second. Didn't Ishmael's mom, who was her name?
Hagar.
Remember she did something and put him down, was about to give him away, then water came down, struck, and then she drank it and fed her and gave it to Ishmael. Was that real?
Angel came to her and gave her.
Angel came. Nigga, then water like pop out of nowhere.
An angel came and showed her to a well.
Did water pop out of nowhere? Yes or no?
No, it didn't. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it, but it was with direction.
Oh shit, that's a real story. You're taking that literal?
I don't know if I take it literal, but allegorically, to know that they exist.
So it's an allegory.
To know that they exist,
what's the allegory in that? Can you explain the allegory?
I mean, no. What do you mean? Why should I?
I'm trying to get insight. Teach, brother.
No, I really don't
No.
want to even think further. But
Oh, because you can't. That's the problem. See, a lot of
no,
times we
it's
gotta
not
stop
that.
being nice
It's
and
not
let
that, brother. It's
and
that I
oh,
have to
sorry,
be to
bro. My
work
fault. That wasn't me.
at
That was
4 in
Samaya.
the morning,
Samaya.
and I'm getting tired of having the dialogue. That's the truth.
And I'll
'Cause
spare you.
normally I sit on here and take you down the motherfucking
All
elevator.
right, all right. You already raised the
You can
white
see the hang
flag.
of people.
Huh? Oh.
But I do have to say good night to y'all, man.
All right, peace, brother. Peace, peace.
What's up, bro? Peace, Blue. Thanks,
Definitely,
man.
definitely.
Congrats, man. Congrats.
No
Yeah,
problem, man.
congrats.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Man, I can't
Yeah,
believe
man.
it though, bro. That was some move. That is wild. Like,
Yeah,
bruh,
that's that title.
I
That's
swear
that
they could put
title
a
boy.
spin on anything.
Yeah, he
Title
pulled
boy.
one in. That was some,
They could spin
yeah.
anything. They know damn
Oh,
well.
yeah, see.
They know damn well capitalism is starting in the 1800s, and he talking about slavery. Like, for real? Like, come on, man. We all know that in England it was the textile companies that was running the show that turned them into a world power, that got them ready for the industrial revolution. All that stuff. They start focusing more on productivity rather than what is it, the arts, like building stuff up, cathedrals and all that. When they like really left.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I said something fishy about that title.
Man, that's fishy as hell. Because when you talk about steak, he talking about.
That's what I be
Let me look that
saying.
up.
Title debates, bro. I hate that shit.
Man, I hate that in my life.
Bro, that's why I said that, bro. That's why I know I'm not crazy, bro. Me and Akmalak was talking about that shit a while ago, bro. And that nigga lost on some bad shit, on some I'll be
But
like,
not even the
bruh,
not even the definition, a word within the definition. Like taken way out of context. Not even conceptually dealing with the context of what is meant by the definition, taking an isolated word out the definition and applying it as it could hold on its own. I was like, what?
Bro, yeah, that was some bullshit. But hold on, I want to ask you, what was you saying after? How many times did this nigga say that's non sequitur to you?
I don't even know.
Bro, was this nigga fooling with that or not, bro?
I didn't pay no attention. Like, hindsight,
that shit was
I should have
different.
been like, what you mean by that? But
yes,
I was trying to get to my next question.
Hell yeah.
Because he didn't even, like, to be real, this nigga didn't even put that debate together. Nigga.
When this nigga says non sequitur, that means I don't know.
He couldn't talk about it because he didn't put the debate together. It's obvious.
Non sequitur means I don't know from when Lance says that.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
I stand on that, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. But shit, that's why I said congrats. I ain't want to be on no hating shit, feel me? But yeah. I was trying, like, I don't know. I guess sometimes I just come off a little, you know what I'm saying, too.
Shout out to Dice TV. Appreciate you in the building, God. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Shit.
Right. Yeah. If you have a stake in something such as your money or your reputation or in the result of something, you risk your money or reputation on it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I thought y'all was debating basically like, did black people was they involved like getting money like with these niggas, like
that's what I was talking about.
Like I was like, bro, why y'all keep doing that title shit? Like, oh, he could mean this or it could mean that. I'd be like, oh my god, bro.
They just knew I was gonna whoop Suave ass, and they Suave.
Yo,
that's all.
That shit crazy, bro. I'm telling you that title shit.
That's too serious right now.
That's crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. When they was like, who won? I was like, oh yeah, T-Duck won. But I came in late though. They said your PowerPoint wasn't good, bro. What happened?
My PowerPoint wasn't good.
That's what they said. They said the PowerPoint. It was like said it wasn't good. They said his was better. I was like, oh,
hell nah. He was cut and paste. He took
off
the fucking book, bro. I put my hold on. Hey, Blue, let me share real quick.
Yeah, I ain't see it. I came in late,
bro. I don't have a problem with it. Like on mamas.
Yeah, I
Hold on, let
came
me
in
share
late,
my
so
shit.
I ain't see nobody's
Nigga,
PowerPoint.
this is 4 hours worth of work. They talking about, oh, it's okay. Ain't nobody doing this like me, nigga. Y'all fucking, hold on. Nigga, this shit lit.
Let me see.
This shit lit. Oh, hold on. Let me make it bigger. My opening, introduction, key terms, sources,
Mm-hmm.
capitalism, key terms. Like, it's all there for you to see. And
Okay.
then I didn't even say none of this stuff on the side. If you paying attention, you get that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even bring that up. I just
Oh,
left that
yeah,
there.
that's smooth. Yeah, I like that.
And I put right there like black people had 0 shares of the East Indian Company. The judges didn't say nothing about that.
No, I like that. That's what I do. That's what I do in my shit.
I'm showing throughout my whole thing how there were no black people in the construction of capitalism. But you know, I'm
Yeah.
bringing up 0 stone.
Just
How
the
they,
opening. Just the opening, right?
yes, how they
Okay,
was
yeah,
taking
this
shit
smooth.
from people.
Huh.
Yeah, the presentation is fire.
Yeah, they be on some cat shit, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling
That's a
you, bro,
fact.
they got it out for me. And this is
okay.
all my searches right here. This is all I did. I read through, and there was a lot of reading on that mercantilism.
Mhm.
Adam Smith, I read through him. I read through the Nations of Wealth. I didn't read the whole book. Don't get me wrong, but they, you know, they made the key points. The East Indian Company, I read all that shit. Like I was really on it.
Okay.
But and then here come the premise, which I never got from him. This is just a piece of my premise.
Okay.
And then I talk about this. Look, I got the world powers up. Calvin was preceded by the efforts of the Western European powers. Mercantilism. It's a little blurry, but you see how the mother country got its colonies, want a lot of colonies to trade amongst each other. Everything got to go to the mother country.
Okay.
Basically, he talking about they buying the silver gold firm, and now they taking that shit from the colonies, and then they manufacture goods to sell to the colonies. So it's like ready for your resources. It's basically go in your kitchen, take your food, all that stuff, prepare a meal, and then charge you to eat the meal.
Yeah.
And then there's another one showing the colonies that they did you know what I'm saying, at the time. And this was before they was like pushing slavery. They just owned them motherfuckers. They were just taking their resources. They didn't need slave labor at this time. And then I went into Adam Smith. Look at this picture. This shit clean as fuck. What? That's what I'm saying. He's like, I get it, but I don't get it. But it's all good at the end
Okay,
of
I like it all except this one. Everything's good. Yeah, everything's good, but I like this picture.
All right, Juju.
I don't see
Appreciate
nothing
you.
wrong with that.
I'm in your face. And then also, hold on, let me show y'all my PowerPoint. I mean, this is my thesis. Oh, that's too big. Look at this. He didn't send me nothing, nada. I didn't even know how he was.
You gave him your sources too?
Yeah, I did all that.
You was fooling.
Like 4 days, but I'm thinking I was gonna get one in return so I could like go to work.
Damn, I didn't get shit.
Didn't get nothing. Not even a happy ending.
That's how I feel when I ain't get when I asked for the Pharaoh in my debate, and he said I can't tell you. It happens.
That's all right. As long as Blue's still up in here, you still up in here, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I already know.
Yeah, bro.
Blue got a
debating?
He quick on his feet.
He got debate. Yeah, good. KLT.
Yeah, y'all gotta be quick on your feet for the shenanigans bandies, man. Don't let them niggas take you out like they took me out, man.
Man. Yeah, I got an easy win coming up. Then I got pretty tough probably after that. But I'm gonna get them on a good title though. So yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be stern on the title. Be stern on the title. No political shit.
Yeah.
But see what it is.
I'm definitely gonna get him on some probably Black nationalism. If it's me and Yanga.
Damn, you gonna get on Black
Um,
nationalists? Black
yeah, I
nationalism?
don't know where I'll take KOT exactly, but I know Yanga. We probably gonna do either Black nationalism or human rights. We dealing with somewhere in the human rights ballpark. It
Okay.
was during the 60s.
Wait, hold up.
So,
They saying, oh my bad. They saying Lance gave me that work. How about I didn't send in a premise so I couldn't show he couldn't see where I was coming from.
I could tell,
Like
fool, man. He said,
y'all reward people for being irresponsible. See, y'all ain't never want better for nothing in y'all life. I still love y'all. I still love
You
y'all.
should have called. You should have been calling that shit too through the whole debate. Like this nigga ain't sent in no print.
Nah,
Yo,
I'm go
I
there.
heard you calling that shit out all day. Like yo, the minute I feel like it ain't going my way, like hold on,
damn.
I ain't sending no fucking print.
They quick on the feet.
Oh, mamas. It's cool though. I mean, I don't have to worry about making no more PowerPoints. I ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying?
Man. Get you some
Rescheduling.
goddamn rest, man.
Hell yeah. And I can get on
Trust me.
my Black Power shit.
Yeah, that loss always feel a lot better when you resting and chilling and everybody going crazy the next day. That shit feel better. Like, you know what? I'm good. See you niggas next season. They're going crazy.
Yeah, bro. That shit crazy. Who's debating after Yanga and KLT?
It'd be me and you said after them. Domo and Madon.
Damn. What's their topic?
Were Native Americans were Native Americans referred to as black first?
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Black before Africans.
Before Africans, that's the title?
Yeah. Yeah,
Damn,
if they were black, if they were deemed black before Africans.
They said fuck it. Put it in there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
He's about to be turned.
Yeah, let me take my black ass to bed, man. I swear I'm depending on y'all. I ain't there, but man, I'm riding with y'all all the way.
Appreciate you,
You know what it is, man. I'm in full support, so let's get it.
Bro. You did good, bro. Good shit, bro.
Facts.
All right, stay dangerous out here, man.
Yes,
Can't let yourselves take the best.
Got to stay dangerous. All right, God.
Yeah, man. I need that song though, Blue, before I get out of here, though, man. I ain't gonna cap, man.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you my email, bro.
Yeah, go. Matter of fact, put it in the back so I can save it. And then when you do it, I'm gonna have to send it to your. It'll be sent to your drive. Cause I think the email was too big of a file, but it'll go straight to your drive.
Bro, I just figured out how to do that.
Oh yeah, to be able to do that, yeah, that shit clutch.
It was too
file was too large and shit.
Yeah. Shit, so I guess you have to get my whatever all that shit on the I forget how I even did. I mean, you know how
Copy. That'll all. Once you check your drive, it'll be there. That should be it. It should go straight there. But I got your number too, though, so I'll text you and tell you when to check it. Let you know. Which I'm finna send it as soon as this is over with.
All right, bet. I'm finna hop off here, man. Shit, I'll let you go do your thing, man.
All good.
Shit,
yeah, man. I'm gonna end it, man. I'm figuring shit. Yeah, I guess we'll play a couple of tunes and get up out of this night. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Oh, you already know. Power to the dark side.
Power to the dark side, God. You already know it. So, shout out to the debaters tonight. They held it down. They did their thing. Unfortunately, T-Duck had to go home. And, congratulations to Lance moving on. I'm really going to congratulate both of them. Congratulate T-Duck on getting some rest, being able to relax the next day, just chill and get out of the hole. This should have drive you, crazy. And like I said, man, shout out to Lance. Congratulations. You still got work to do. You know what I mean? Make sure that you handle your business on that. And shoot, man, y'all already know, man, it's been a great one. Shoot, I guess we'll leave out, man. I guess we'll play 2 songs. Fuck it. We'll play them both tonight. And we'll get up out of here. We'll get out of here to Shark Tank first, and then we're gonna leave out on that Black Girl Magic to close it. So y'all already know, if you were listening to this, together we are Babel. Let's build. Special praise to the most beautiful goddess of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, Stemia, whose image is the most beautiful Whoopi Goldberg. Power to the Dark Side family. Let's get it.
Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light your street up like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. My nigga never leave a mission unfinished. Record still spotless, little nigga unblemished. You can feel the tension change every time they mention me. That song game, run his name, it's for squeaky clinky history. Put him out his brains and his misery. Seriously, here he switching teams, wipe his memory. Instantly, on replay, I see it vividly. In the streets, they bumping your guns, now you looking weak. Got in his face for the fade and he couldn't speak, cooking him. Heard his own mama couldn't look at him. Left him on his knees, facing east like a Muslim. Destroy a nigga temple, break it down like Jerusalem. I'm finna have the streets on key and a padlock. And I got a lawyer like Madlock. I can never fold, I'm no laptop. You ain't never in the game, you a mascot. Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light up your street like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. I swear to God, they ain't never seen this much sauce. Finna cut a rug like a buzzsaw. Pray to God that my jam don't get cut off. I'ma do the dance in the trance, let me get off. I'm at the center of 2 ladies playing pickle. You can call me Malcolm, I'm the man in the middle. Catch me on stage pulling strings like a fiddle. Chevy chasing cheese like my name's Stuart Little. She like a rough, I push her brains in the pillow. Ask her if she rolling and she hand me the Rillo. So I'm twisting up this raspberry drizzle. And every single puff like a bag full of Skittles. And you gon' think they pulling chairs when I hit the flow. Right behind her pulling hair while she hit the dro. I got that 40 on my hip while she getting low. And I think she getting wet when she feel the pole. Sending shots with this chop, that's a dick pic. I can't mix with your block, I'm a misfit. Slide on my feet for a mission. Finna light your street up like it's Christmas. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. In a Shark Tank, talking big shit. Even out my pond, I'm a big fish. Just know that everything behind me soon to pass away. Ballin' on our own island, no castaway. I was trying to learn the craft, I can't masquerade. Every time we make magic, it gotta have the cake. They say the flowers in May, spring from the showers in April. Burning sage by the pound, all of our crystals is labeled. Try to line your agree, with meditation you able. And you might get a read, tarot cards on the table. And she better have an altar in her living room. Rarely ever lighting candles cause she in the mood. Not to mention love spell, she was sending through. To petition too old soon if you feeling blue. It feels strange to find a guide on a voyage. No, you ain't the same, I can feel it in your aura. Came on point like the horns of a Taurus. Say you won't change, better take that thing to oil. Have to think the constellations for the day they made you. Shit, ever since a minor, I've been playing major. Call me Private Ryan, I was trying to save you. See the stars is all the line and they designing greatness. So I be racing when we only chasing soul ties. You finna be the centerpiece of my soul tribe. No twin flame soulmates from an old life. So I'm thinking Maurice and you know why.
That girl bad, that girl bad. You don't wanna feel a black girl, right? You don't wanna make a black girl mad, but they always want with the black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happened, this black girl. Magic. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happens, this black girl. Magic. And she gotta have a altar in the living room. Really living like candles cause she ate a fool. Not to mention love spell, she was sitting through. Just petition to her soon if you feeling blue.
They say the flowers in May spring from the showers in April. Burning sage by the pound, all over Christmas label. Try to line your read with meditation you able. And you might get a read, tarot cards on the table.
That girl bad, that girl bad. You don't wanna feel a black girl, right? You don't wanna make a black girl mad, but they always want with the black girl. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happened, this black girl. Magic. I ain't talking about no rabbit in a hat trick. I see how it happens, this black girl.